If Santa's lump of coal was updated for the modern era, what would he give to bad boys and girls? Coal was a basic necessity of a household. It wasn't glamorous, but it was needed. Like the heat bill. A more tangible representation today would be toilet paper. Well, the thing about a lump of coal was it was a largely useless, worthless thing, to a kid at least, and very inexpensive. It was bought by the ton, so one lump didn't cost much, that parents already had lying around the house. So, we're looking for a pretty good sized thing of very little value that is basically useless to a kid and cheap free for the parents to unload. It still has to technically be useful, like the coal for creating heat, otherwise you could just wrap up trash, but that wouldn't really be a gift. Now, there's a chance this won't work because people often don't keep one lying around anymore, but perhaps if you planned ahead it would work. So, with that in mind, I propose the new naughty kid lump of coal equivalent be a nice, crisp, fresh copy of the latest telephone book delivered to the house. A single AAA battery of dubious charge level. Light bulbs. Did you know that with the way the human mouth is shaped you can stick a light bulb in but can't take it out intact due to our teeth curving on the inward side? Edit. Fixed teeth for you guys. This seems like one of those things I shouldn't read in case drunk me gets any ideas. This seems like one of those things that are just bullshit and people keep spreading it. BC it seems funny and easy to try but no one tries it. Antivirus software. Still useful, as coal would have been, but just a terrible gift, especially for a child. Install Norton on their computers and then laugh while they try to uninstall it, only to have it reinstall itself an hour later. And then it slows down their low-end laptop so much that it's impossible to even open anything. Norton is the virus. You have become the very thing you swore to destroy. A mini USB cable. Not micro, mini. A 50 MB memory stick. Why not just go the distance and get them one of those real-life save icons? Literally iconic. A 1-year membership to the Jelly of the Month Club. Aw, come on, Clark. It's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year. Where's the Tylenol? Hallelujah. Holy shit. 500 atoms for Fallout 76. At least it's worth more than the bag. Earbuds that only work in one ear. No, just regular corded earphones. Their iPhone doesn't have a jack for it and you know they lost the adapter. Old Nokia phones. It would be bad to get a phone that never broke? And stay charged for weeks on end. And had the snake game. Did anyone else ever fantasize about being locked away in a prison until they beat that game? That's one I haven't heard on Reddit yet. I always hear the looking out the window of the car as a kid and imagining a guy skateboarding and grinding on the rails. But did anyone ever have the what if I was locked in prison until I did X? No one fantasized about being locked away in prison until they beat a game. Well, no one but you. You are the only person who ever fantasized about that. Ever. What about, do you ever get the taste of something bitter in the back of your throat and your sinuses like twice every year? I don't know how to describe it, it's so weird and happens every so many months. And yay, I know. I can probably respond to this comment as you word for word as what you were going to say. There's just no way I can describe this phenomenon without triggering thoughts of your penis-pleasing hobby. I actually was not going to mention sucking dicks, because I am familiar with the bitter sinus thing. I always assumed it was a post-nasal drip issue of some sort and never gave it much thought. Do you think it is something more nefarious than that? I'm open to theories. I'm also open to dicks. We should just apply for the Guinness Book of World Records for longest comment chain one of these days. These things always end up going into the void. I bet every time there is exactly one person that reads them all the way through. Did you get anyone gifts for the holidays? More than one, I would say. Here is a new phone Timmy. But it only makes phone calls and texts and the texting is T9. I miss T9. I was so good at it. Lost art form. Back when you could text and drive without ever looking away from the road, 'cause your thumb had memorized the T9 dictionary, and the phone had learned your slang. I miss those days. An empty gift card. A gift card that has an amount on it that is not enough to actually purchase anything at said store. That's a coupon. That's a plastic coupon. David Sedaris, as Crumpet the Elf. This morning, I worked as an exit elf telling people in a loud voice this way out of Santaland. A woman was standing at one of the cash registers paying for her pictures while her son lay beneath her, kicking and heaving, having a tantrum. The woman said, "Riley, if you don't start behaving yourself, Santa's not going to bring you any of those toys you asked for." The child said, "He is, too, going to bring me toys, liar. He already told me." The woman grabbed my arm, and said, "You there, elf, tell Riley here that if he doesn't start behaving immediately, then Santa's going to change his mind and bring him coal for Christmas." I said that Santa changed his policy and no longer traffics in coal. Instead, if you're bad, he comes to your house and steals things. I told Riley that if he didn't behave himself, Santa was going to take away his TV and all his electrical appliances and leave him in the dark. The woman got a worried look on her face and said, "All right, that's enough." I said, "He's going to take your car and your furniture and all of your towels and blankets and leave you with nothing." The mother said, "No, that's enough really." NPR.org. 1 penny. Yes, they can build up over time, but 1 penny can't buy you a thing. My country phased out pennies. So even if you built your penny empire, they'd all still be worth nothing except the copper they're made of. Edit. I'm not actually Canadian, I'm Malaysian. Pulsdenthert me. Copper they're made of is worth more. Dial-up. Dead batteries. Actually, wouldn't it just be good batteries and no toy? I mean, you could still burn coal for warmth. Compromise? Batteries at 50% charge. I don't see why not. Ooh. Or batteries that don't fit a damn thing. Here's a 6-cell LiPo pack. If you want the $500 RC car it goes with, do your ducking chores and earn some money. 9V batteries. Good for things like smoke detectors and alarm clock backup. I mean, coal was still useful then. Imagine being a cold child, reaching into your stocking Christmas Day, and finding coal. Sure, it isn't a present, but you toss it in the fireplace you're standing by because that's where stockings go, and get some warmth on a cold Christmas morning. So a consumable for a brief period of happiness, that you could already get from your parents most likely? Your parents change the Wi-Fi password, and write the new one on a rock in your stocking. You pull out the rock, enter the new password into your phone and devices, and feel happy for the new password, but also sad that that's all you got. College debt. It's never too early to start paying off your college debt, little Timmy. No, we don't care that you're 5. Dude. That's just starting a college fund. It's actually a good idea. A bricked smartphone, tablet or other electronic device. A piece of coal is not useless, and still counts as a gift, but it sucks to receive. Because of that, the modern time equivalent would be a gift card of 50 cents. It is a gift and it is not useless, but you can barely buy a gum for that amount and really shows how shitty you have been. Gold from a Nigerian prince. Still coal. And then the parents and grandparents all sit around them in a circle and laugh about how fossil fuel-induced global warming is going to kill them when they grow up. Chinese knockoff electronics? I got a Nintendo Switch with Ultra Smoosh siblings. Ultra Smoosh siblings Roll Tide? A Zune. Thanks for reminding me that my Zune just recently died. It didn't even die naturally. I accidentally dropped in the yard and found it weeks later. Been getting blackout drunk and running around the yard again, I see. Do you know me in real life?